Great day, winners. How are you? You are a winner. I want you to know that today. I know you've heard me say it before. I'm going to say it again. You are a winner and you're going to win this year. Yeah, it's your year. It's your time. But how are you going to win? What is the strategy? And how are you going to succeed? And how are you going to get a great release of wealth? Well, there's many different things we want to cover today. I'm not going to be too long, but I want to talk about Trump. President Donald Trump. Yes, President Donald Trump. Many people did not believe that he would become the president of the United States of America again. But guess what? He has become the president of the United States of America again. And I really need to say this to all of you today. You need to get over it and deal with it. Yeah, my faith really only allows me not to criticize presidents and people who are in charge, who are in leadership, according to the Bible, the Holy Bible that I believe in and I respect. In 1 Timothy or 1 Timothy chapter 2, it says we have to pray for all who are in authority. Yeah, and that's where I have the grace for President Donald Trump, because I don't agree with everything he's doing, but President Donald Trump is doing some good things. There are some good things, and you can see some good from what he's doing. And you've got to realize and remember, he is a billionaire. Yeah. Many presidents are not billionaires, and many people who are in leadership are not billionaires. But when you are a billionaire, you have influence, you have control, you have power, and you have access to a lot of resources that millionaires may not have access to. So let's talk about Trump and his trade, tax, and tariffs war, because this is what has been bothering a lot of my friends and a lot of people that I speak to, including my family members who are invested in things like trading or stocks, or they are trying to do something to really get a great release of wealth or invest their money. And friends, let's talk today, because all of you are my friends today. I'm glad you've tuned into this channel. Remember, subscribe. We're trying to reach 100,000 people, not reach only, but we want 100,000 subscribers to subscribe by 3 months' time. In 3 months' time, I want to see the subscription on this channel at 100,000. Yes, I believe we can do it. And I know it's new. I know that I'm new to this space, but I believe that with your help and your support, we can reach our target. So let's go. Let's speak about this thing. Being a billionaire, billionaire is underrated, I believe. And you have to have your mindset to believe that you can achieve anything you want to achieve. I like to, on this channel, and I like to on my video, use different books and recommend few books and books that I've got years ago and that has helped me. And one of the books I'm going to quickly allude to or mention is Nick Vujicic. I hope I pronounced his name correctly. But Nick, I've always just referred to him as Nick, or the guy without limbs. And this book, Life Without Limits, is a very powerful book, because it covers, the testimonies and the success story and the success experience of this man who is married, who has children. I mean, beautiful children that do have their limbs and are functioning without any issues or any disabilities. And he has a beautiful wife. And this man has no limbs, yet he's achieved so much greatness. And you can do the same. You're watching me today. You can do the same. Let's get back on track. Trump. I know many people don't like President Donald Trump. And I'm not going to say that I don't like him. I prefer him than other presidents, let's put it that way. And as I said before, my faith calls me and brings me to the place where I've got to be in that space where I pray for those who are in power and in leadership. Many people don't agree with Donald Trump, and many people don't like him for the simple fact, let's talk about the current things that are happening. South Africa. He tried to offer the white South Africans to come back to come to the United States and resettle there. And many South Africans, if not nearly all, rejected President Donald Trump. And they said, no, we want to stay in South Africa, considering South Africa is a country for Black people, but it's predominantly run and controlled by white people. And I don't want to get into, this is not to say anything negative or anything bad. I'm just giving you the facts and the reality. And you've got to understand that President Donald Trump has said a lot of things that have not been good or correct. So let's pray for the brother. Let's pray for him. He's not said good things about South Africa recently, and South Africa is not happy, and they responded to what he did say, and they told President Donald Trump that they are going to do what they want to do, and that President Donald Trump, in other words, and I'm paraphrasing, is not going to control South Africa. And it's the same I'm going to say to you. Don't allow President Donald Trump's actions to control you and to make you feel deflated, restricted, or fearful, because many people all over the world are struggling and they are wondering what's going to happen. For example, the trading is very volatile at the moment. And many people are looking to President Donald Trump to see what is he going to do and when is things going to go in my favor and help me so that I can be able to trade more effectively and capitalize on whatever actions he's taken and make money in this time period. Notice this and realize this. President Donald Trump is one of the most powerful leaders in the world at this present time. US and UK are the powerful leading countries in the world. The pound is the strongest, the dollar is second, and the rest follows. And we've got to understand that there is something happening, and we can't keep our eyes closed, or we can't bury our head in the sand at this time. We've got to pay attention and look at what's going on with the trade and tax wars and tariff wars. And we've got to see how can we experience a great release of wealth and also have a billionaire mindset at this time. And this is what I really want you to realize, that you can have a billionaire mindset, because a billionaire mindset is far superior than a millionaire's mindset. What am I saying here? I'm saying think bigger this year. Think, yes, I can this year. Think, yes, I'm going to go for it this year. Think I can do exceedingly, abundantly, above all this year. Think I can push the limitations and I can push the barriers this year to achieve a great release of wealth. And that word is grow. Yeah, it's a trademark and you've heard it a few times. And I really want to just say to you that you are going to see some great results this year if you can avoid all the noise and just focus on your vision, on your goal, and on your dreams. And keep pushing forward. Surround yourself with positive people and people who are going in a positive direction. Now, the trade. What is it that's going on with trade at the moment? There's many negotiations. If you look at the news, I'm not going to give you every single point that's going on, but you can see it for yourself. You can see if you just go on Google and speak to Google to type in, you will see many things that are happening. There's many trade wars and negotiations happening right now with America and with the world. In January, he was at the G.O.W in Florida, and he made an announcement that he wanted to start to charge tariffs. Yes, he wanted to bring tariffs on foreign countries Some people, their head is buried in the sand and they don't realize the ramifications of this. Because what that could do for America is reduce their taxes. And this is where I sit down for a little bit and let me have a quick swig of my drink. Oh, that tastes good. A quick sip. I said a quick sip, but let me. Bear with me. Thank you for bearing with me, actually, and thank you for staying with me. But let's really go into some understanding a little bit today. I'm just going on my laptop and I'm pulling up some information, and let's quickly have a look. Listen, what does tariff mean? Tariff is basically a charge for importation of goods on other countries. This is one of the statements Donald Trump made at the end of January. And this is what it says: under the American First model, as the tariff on other countries go up, taxes on American workers and businesses will come down, and massive numbers of jobs and factories will come home. The job creation will be enormous. That is the plan President Donald Trump has for Americans. Your question might be, I'm not in America. I don't live in America. I'm in another country. How does this affect me? It does, because what Donald Trump does to other countries will affect you. And what President Donald Trump does in America will affect the world. And it's very important to understand and pay attention and find yourself in a space where you can get to a place where you're experiencing great release of wealth, because you understand there is a formula that you can adopt so that you can actually think like a billionaire, have the mind like a billionaire, and you can capitalize on whatever action Donald Trump makes. Watch this. This is a powerful book that I wanted to save till last because it's juicy. I got this many years ago. I got this book actually in 2019. So how long ago? Nearly 6 years ago. And this book is a gem. I've got many books, and it's very important to understand. I am a slow reader, by the way. I'm a sight reader. All right. I don't just read from cover to cover to cover, but it's something that I'm developing. But this book is very good. It's by Rob Moore, and it's called Life Leverage. Let me zoom it in right there. Life Leverage. And this book talks about the power of leverage. And before I talk about the power of leverage, let me read that definition first, because I've got it there. It says, trade is the act of buying and selling goods and services, often in exchange for money. So I'm going to read taxes. So the definition of tax: a compulsory contribution to a state revenue levied by the government on workers, income, and business profits. So this is the definition of tax. So when we're talking about tax, when we're talking about trade, when we're talking about tariffs, we need to understand, what are we actually on about? What is this all about? Tariff is a tax or duty to be paid on particular class or imports or exports. And you may be in Africa, you may be in the United Kingdom, you may be even in America, you may be in the Philippines, you may be in China. All of these things matter, especially the war on tax, the war on trade, and the war on tariffs that we've been hearing from Donald Trump. And we've got to find our space and our place. How do we succeed? And watch this. I love this. Love this. This is page 84 in this book, Life Leverage. Stop beating yourself up. It says, the reason many people don't succeed in controlling and managing their life on their terms isn't because they can't. You heard that? I'm going to read it again. Thank you for sticking with me, because I really want you to understand that you can succeed no matter what Donald Trump does. No matter what Trump moves, whether he moves left, right, whether he makes this decision, that decision, you can have a billionaire mindset and you can get a great release of wealth. That is my point that I want to get across to you today. Watch this. This is page 86 in Life Leverage. And it says, the reason many people don't succeed in controlling and managing their life on their terms isn't because they can't, okay? It's because they don't know what life on their terms actually looks like. They haven't defined their vision and then employed the right strategies to deliver that vision. They haven't set the course to navigate towards. You wouldn't get in a car and just drive. You'd want to know where the destination is before you drive, correct? Know how to follow the shortest possible route, missing the accidents, incidents, and traffic jams, being guided each step of the way. If you just drive, you spend a lot of time and burn a lot of fuel going nowhere in particular. And that's how most people are living in their life or running their enterprises or businesses. So it's very important that you know where you're going and you have a vision. Very good nugget. There's so many more nuggets in this book. And I'm nearly done. But I want to say this to you. No matter what goes on with the trade, the tax, the tariff wars that Trump is imposing or aiming or planning on doing, keep yourself focused. You heard the acronym for focus I gave you a while back or on one of the videos. Follow one course until successful. You heard the poem on one of the videos. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. That's our deepest fear. We're powerful beyond measure. We're powerful beyond our capacity. We're more powerful than we can think or imagine. So if we are, humor me for a little while, if we are, could it be that you can actually achieve anything you want to achieve this year, this season, this time, this second, this moment, this day? Could it be? And I submit to you, yes, you can. You can achieve anything you want to achieve, especially a great release of wealth. Wealth meaning financial success. Wealth meaning a healthy life. Wealth meaning abundance. Wealth meaning buying your time back. Being able to use your time how you want to use your time. Just have your mindset correctly and continue to have a vision that you can see on a daily basis and focus and follow that one course until successful and watch and see that whatever happens, whatever people do, whether Trump or no Trump, you can have a billionaire mindset and you can become a billionaire. And if you don't become a billionaire yet, you can become a millionaire. And if you don't become a millionaire yet, you can become successful in your own space and in your own right. Listen, right now, you may be in the UK and you may have £1,000. Hey, you are a billionaire in Africa. Yeah. Zimbabwean dollars, convert your £1,000 to Zimbabwe dollars, you probably be nearly a billionaire. Convert your $1,000 to Nigerian naira. That's a million naira. But if you want to become a billionaire, you've got to think like a billionaire, act like a billionaire, and do what billionaires do. That's what Donald Trump does. And he uses this thing called leverage. He uses leverage is getting other people to help you build your vision. That's what leverage is. And that's why I mentioned this book, because when you understand leverage, you understand that it's not just about you, it's about putting together a winning team that you can all succeed together and really experience a great release of wealth. Keep winning. See you on the next video. If you enjoyed this video, please like, please subscribe, because we want you to help us reach that goal of 100,000 subscribers in 3 months. Catch you on the next video. Keep winning.